Meet my never lucky Ironman, forks only, no spoons allowed here. After maxing my main and nearly maxing my Ironman, I wanted to try something new. RuneScape with getting unlucky on every grind in the game. If I get any drop before the drop rate, I can't use or keep it. Valuable items will periodically be given out to viewers and subs. My goal is to complete the Inferno, and I'm not going to stop there. Please subscribe to my only forks. I mean, forks only. What is up, gamers? FCast and Chill here. So right now I'm just hanging out at the Mage training arena in the telekinetic room, just getting some magic XP. And you might wonder what I'm doing here, but really this is a good way to get magic XP while working towards a long-term goal that I do have. You know, if I do want to complete Inferno eventually, I think the Master Wand would be helpful. It is a really small upgrade over the Ancient Staff, but, you know, I'm going to take every upgrade I can get on this account. So I'm going to be here for a little bit training magic XP. I think that for me right now, I want to get to 66 magic so that I can go into the Wizards Guild and have access to nature runes easily. And then I can use a lot of alchemy for training my magic. But until then, you know, I'm just going to hang out here for a bit, on and off. So on this episode now, I want to get into some next steps. So last episode we wrapped up our early game checklist, and so now I have a list that's going to be about my transitioning to the mid game. You know, we're getting ready to leave the early game, and there's some mid game things that I want to knock out first. And so here they are. This is a pretty hefty list. There's 9 items on it, and a lot of them tie in together. It's kind of part of my big grand plan that I have for the next few weeks. But let me just briefly go over some of these and why they're on here. So a few of these, the Fighter Torso, Berserker Ring, and the Dragon Defender, are really important because I want to get some better melee gear. You know, for me, actually, one of my busiest months of the year at work is going to be mid to late January. And I plan on sitting in NMZ for quite a while in the Nightmare Zone because you can just AFK there pretty much all day and click once every, 15 minutes and get tons of melee XP. So I figure I should get some good gear before doing that. And the fun thing about the Berserker Ring is it's pretty valuable. So, if I get 1 or 2 of them before the drop rate, then I could end up having to give them to you guys. So that's kind of fun. So that's why those 3 are on there. The others are for a few different reasons. So the Legends Quest is wonderful for 2 reasons. One is the reward for the quest is you get a lamp that gives 30k XP 4 times in a skill of your choosing. So that means I can put 120k XP on Herb Lore, which is just amazing for early Herb Lore training on an Ironman. And then I can start getting to, using Herb Lore for some of the higher level herbs like Irrit Seeds and Quarms. So I can make super strengths and super attack potions to train my Herb Lore, which will be way faster than messing around with Terramin and Haralander. So I'm really looking forward to that. The other reason I want to do Legends Quest is it actually progresses the Recipe for Disaster quest line. And I do want to get the Barrow's Gloves sooner rather than later. In that vein, the 75 woodcutting is also going to be useful for the Barrow's Gloves. I do need some magic logs to complete all the quests required. Desert Treasure requires you to have some magic logs, and they're pretty hard to come by on this account. I could get some at Wintertodt, but I'd first have to grind Wintertodt until I get to the magic log drop rate, which is honestly pretty low. At my woodcutting level, it's something like maybe 1 in 70 rolls from Wintertodt. So I'd have to grind to that first and then keep grinding Wintertodt until I get magic logs. And I don't really want to do that. Again, I can AFK during the workday, and so I might as well just hang out and get my woodcutting up to 75. Same reason for the cooking here. Cooking of level 70 is required for Recipe for Disaster, so I'm going to knock that one out too. The next one on here is the construction that I want to talk about, and 50 construction is so that I can make portals in my house. And the first portal that I want to make is going to be Barrows. I want to make a Barrows portal and use that to grind Barrows later. It's also really helpful to make a portal to the Castle Corrend for training Slayer and just getting to that dungeon very quickly. And then the last thing on here that I want to mention is the Lumbee and Artie medium diaries. The reason I want to knock these out initially is, one, I get some lamps that I can throw on herb lore. That's always great. But really is the teleports. So both of these diaries give you teleports straight to herb patches, and they're going to make doing herb runs much more efficient. And really, I've been putting off doing herb runs until I have these, just because I don't want to have to walk for 10 plus minutes to do a single herb run. So that's what I'm going to go for. And so after I get all of these items on my checklist knocked out, then we'll essentially be ready to get the Barrow's gloves and start getting into the really interesting stuff in the game. But for this episode, I'm first going to talk about my grind for the Dragon Defender. So let's get into that. So there are 8 different defenders in the game, starting with bronze all the way up through dragon. And these defenders are dropped by the Cyclops in the Warriors Guild. Or I guess I should say Cyclopes instead of Cyclops, because that's technically the plural. RuneScape actually taught me that, and it's because it's some French origin word or something, so the plural is really weird. But anyway, Cyclopes is what we're going to be killing. And so these drop these 8 defenders from bronze to dragon. And the way it works is each of the first 7 defenders have a 1 in 50 chance of dropping. However, you're not able to get that defender until you have the previous one. So for example, the bronze defender is a 1 in 50 drop rate. And after you get the bronze defender, you show it to the girl outside the room, and then she says, okay, well now they'll drop the next defender, which is iron. So then the Cyclopes will have a 1 in 50 chance of dropping the iron defender, and so on. So for my purposes, since each defender can't be found until you have the previous one, that means that each time I get a defender and start the grind for the next one, I have to get 50 kills to hit that drop rate before I can pick up the next defender. And then for the Dragon Defender, it's a little different. It's actually 1 in 100. So once I get the first 7 defenders, then I'll need to kill 100 of the last Cyclopes before I can pick up the Dragon Defender. So this is going to take a while. Also, to be in the room where you're killing the Cyclops, it actually uses up 10 Warrior Guild tokens every minute. And so I'm going to have to collect a ton of these Warrior Guild tokens. And that's what I'm doing right now. So you can see I'm just using my adamant armor set here to spawn this suit of adamant armor. And whenever I kill it, I get 30 tokens. And it takes, a decent amount of time to kill it each time because he has pretty high defense. But I'm doing this over and over to get the tokens. And then I'm going to go up and kill the Cyclopes for a while, come back, and there'll be a lot of back and forth. But I'm probably going to show more of the Cyclopes kills rather than just killing this guy here. So yeah, let's fast forward until I have a bunch of tokens saved up and start the grind for the bronze defender. All right, so let's get in here. So there's actually 2 types of Cyclopes in here. There are the ones that are level 56 and then ones that are level 76. And they actually have the exact same drops and same chance for dropping the defender. So I'm just going to kill the level 56 ones and try to avoid the other ones. And you can see here, I'm just going to flick my prayers the whole time because that makes it a lot easier to, last longer in here. If I flick my prayer on whenever I'm attacking, then I'll kill them faster because I'll have my extra strength and attack each hit. And if I flick my prayer on every time they hit, then it'll prevent their damage. So you can see here, I'm actually killing one of the level 76 ones, but after this, I'm going to try to focus on the lower level ones. But yeah, let's just keep going and try to get that bronze defender. All right, so I hit 50 a little bit ago, and I still haven't seen the bronze defender yet. So that means as soon as I see one, I'll be able to pick it up, which is nice. But yeah, let's just keep going through these guys and see how it goes. And oh, it looks like there it is. There's the bronze. All right, and that was 59 kill count. So that's actually pretty lucky given my accounts restriction, getting it pretty soon after 50. Let's hope that goes pretty well. So now we have to step out here, show it to the girl right outside the room, and then she lets us know we can go in and kill the ones that drop the Iron Defender next. And here's my first Iron Defender drop. That's at 90 kill count total, so only 31 since I got the Bronze Defender. So that one's staying on the ground there. but that's okay. It's bound to happen, but let's just keep going. Not too far away from hitting the 50 kill count, and then we can pick up the next one. So I'm actually up to 160 kill count now, and I just found a long bone, which the long bone's 1 in 400, so I still haven't gotten that second iron defender, but you know, I'm getting 1 in 400 drops, so yeah, I actually wish I could pick up the long bone since those give really good construction XP, but you know, 1 in 400, that was my 160th kill, so nope, that's not happening, but that's alright. Let's just keep going. And here you can see I got the Iron Defender, and this was actually 2 kills right after that long bone, so 162, so not too bad at all. Let's take it outside and show it to her, and then we can hop back in and try to get the next level. So yeah, it's going okay so far. I mean, 162 kills for 2 defenders doesn't sound great, but given I have to kill 50 each time first, I'd say it's in a pretty good spot. And here's another longbone. We're at 210 kill count now. So remember, I got the last defender at 162, which means I need 212 to pick up the next one. So yeah, in just 2 more kills, I can pick up the steel defender if I get it. But yeah, still unfortunate I can't pick up that longbone, but that's okay. We'll just keep going. There it is, finally. Wow, I'm at 264 kill count now, finally getting the steel defender. That was quite a while, but yeah, that's the 3rd one down and 5 to go. So black is going to be next. And here's our first black defender at 285 kill count. If you remember, I had the steel defender at 264, so I can't pick up one of these till 314. So still got a ways to go, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm almost halfway done with this grind, at least, you know, if my luck stays the same. But yeah, it's actually pretty nice. I'm getting a lot of melee XP too. Maybe I'll hit 70 strength by the time I'm done with this grind. So yeah, let's keep going. Hopefully the black defender drops soon. Oh my god, I can't believe how lucky I am. So 2 kills after I hit 50 since the steel defender is when the second black defender dropped. So that's 316 total, and now I have my 4th defender. So yeah, 4 out of 8 done now. Next is going to be Mithril. Alright, and here's the first Mithril defender drop. It's only been about 25 kills since I got the black defender, so not going to be able to keep that. But, you know, that's okay. Things are still going well, still getting a lot of melee XP. I'm actually picking up these black knives too as they drop. Once I hit the drop rate on them, I started doing that. It's actually been kind of nice because these knives will be useful for things like killing Hespori, and eventually in Slayer I need to do some barrage tasks, and the knives are really good for, you know, hitting all the enemies quickly and then stacking them up. But yeah, still going well, just hanging out. It's kind of unfortunate, most of the things these guys drop I'm not able to pick up. Like, they've dropped a bunch of herbs and seeds and stuff. No. Oh, that's another Mithril defender. Okay, well, still, that's before the 50 kill count, so yeah, can't pick that one up either. But anyway, let's just keep going. So a few kills after I got that second Mithril defender, my computer actually crashed, and thankfully you can see I'm back in the game here. My prayer's down to 0, and I still have my hardcore status. So I think what happened is it crashed while I was turning my prayer on, because I'm flicking it. So thankfully I didn't die, but this is really concerning to me. It's actually really disheartening. I need to figure out what's going on with my computer and why it's crashing, but I think I'm just gonna put on my Ring of Life and keep going with this grind because I don't feel like waiting. But after this, I'm probably going to avoid doing any really dangerous stuff until I get my computer figured out. Hopefully it's not a serious issue, but yeah, that really kind of scared me. But it's okay, we still have status, and again, you know, if I lose my hardcore status, I am going to keep the series going. It's just going to be depressing. So let's get back to these defender kills. So it's been a while and still no Mithril defender, but I did get a loop half of key, which is a 1 in 6,400 drop from these guys. Unfortunately, I can't pick that up because it's 1 in 6,000. I'm actually realizing it's going to be kind of hard on this account to get dragon stones, because typically you get the loop half of the key and the tooth half of the key, which are both rare drops from most monsters in the game, and then you combine them for the crystal key and you can use that to get a dragon stone. But since the drop rate for these is so rare from most things, it's going to be really hard for me to get a bunch of dragon stones, but I'll worry about that later. But yeah, kind of unfortunate getting that rare of a drop. Still no Mithril Defender, so yeah, hopefully it'll drop soon. And finally, there's Mithril Defender number 3 that I can actually keep. That was 454 kill count total. Almost 150 since getting the Black Defender. So that's nice, and these defenders are actually starting to get pretty good stats now. I think that's a decent upgrade, and I'm excited because these are going to be great for AFKing crabs or Nightmare Zone, whatever I end up doing. But yeah, just a few more to go, so let's get back in there and start going for the Adamant Defender next. And here's Adamant Defender number 1. That is 39 kills after I got the Mithril Defender, so not able to pick that up. But yeah, let's keep going and get the next one. Wow, this is almost 200 kills after getting my Mithril Defender. I finally got that last Adamant one. This is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. I'm now well over 600 total Cyclopes kills, which is kind of crazy. But look at that. That Adamant Defender matches my armor now. It looks so nice. And I actually got a Ranar weed that I can keep too, because I killed enough of them to where I'm at the drop rate. So yeah, things are looking up. It's going really slowly, but we're getting there. So next, on to the Rune Defender. And there's my first Rune Defender. That was about 30 kill count or so after getting that Adamant one, so not able to keep that. But yeah, it's exciting to at least see it on the ground there. Hopefully, I get my 20 kill count and then another one drops soon after. But yeah, I'm excited to move on to the basement Cyclopes and start going for the Dragon Defender pretty soon. So hopefully that'll happen. But yeah, let's keep. Oh, and there's another Rune Defender back to back. Jagex is just trolling me at this point. This has happened multiple times with the Mithril and the Rune. Give me 2 back-to-back ones and then I don't get another one for a long time, but whatever. Let's just keep going and hopefully get the next Rune Defender soon. And there it is at 721 Cyclopes kill count. Finally the Rune Defender that I'm able to keep. And now we can get the hell out of here, go stack up some more tokens, and then head down to the basement. That looks so nice, and Dragon Defender is still a pretty decent upgrade over it, so we're going to go for it, but it's probably going to take a while, because like I said, this last one is a 1 in 100 drop rate, not the 1 in 50 like all the others. But yeah, let's go down to the basement and start killing them after we get some tokens. Alright, now I'm just in here flicking my prayers on these Cyclopes, and there's 70 strength. That's actually pretty huge, first 70 on the account. Feels really good. Think I'm gonna switch to training attack now on these guys because I need to get my attack up some more too. But yeah, that's really nice. These guys take so much longer to kill actually than the ones upstairs, because these guys are level 106. They actually have double the health of the ones that I was killing before, and higher defense too. So this is gonna take a while to get through 100 of them, but hey, 70 strength, that's looking good. Let's just keep it going. I'm lining it up here with my flicking so that when I turn my prayer on, I'm protecting from their attack and hitting them at the same time. And you can see that I'm getting that extra attack and strength from my prayers, as well as protecting everything with the flicking I'm doing. So hopefully that'll help, but these kills are going to take a while. And there's a tooth half of key, so if I was a normal account at this point, I'd have a dragon stone, but definitely not able to pick that up either, which is unfortunate. But I am getting some decent stuff. You can see in my inventory I have a couple steel plate bodies and sword and plate legs. These are going to be good for alching later. These guys drop a lot of good alchables, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, definitely can't keep that tooth half key. And I'm a bit over 50 kills now in the basement, so just another 50 and then I could pick up a Dragon Defender. And here's the Dragon Defender number 1. That was kill number 788 total. Only 67 since I went down to the basement, so I need another 33 before I can keep it. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too much longer, because this is just going so slowly. I have to go get so many tokens, and these guys just take so long to kill. But again, you know, getting some XP, getting some alchable drops, it's going. But yeah, hopefully I'll get another 30 kills out of the way and the Dragon Defender will come soon. Still chugging along, and I actually got a drop. The Rune Full Helm in my inventory is a 1 in 100, and I got it before the 100 kill count, so I can actually give that away to you guys. I know it's only 20k or so, but I figure 20k is like a good threshold for whether or not I should pick something up. So I think I'll keep it for now. But yeah, still just going along. I'm about to hit the 100 kill count mark. And there we go, finally, the Dragon Defender at a kill count of 837 Cyclopes. Finally, that's the last thing I needed. You can see I got a lot more alchables in my inventory too. And let's equip this bad boy and get it going. And you need to have a defense level of 6. Oh, okay. I guess I should have been training defense on those guys. I'm only 55. Okay, let's go off to Crabs and go get level 60 defense. Also, here's my log for all the Cyclopes that I killed. It actually isn't showing 16 of the kills and the second and third Mithril defenders because my computer crashed. But yeah, you can see here, this is everything I got during that grind. It's a lot of repeat defenders. And now here we are on Fossil Island. I did get my 60 defense, and so now I can equip this bad boy, and it just looks wonderful. And let's look at that collection log for all these Cyclopes, and look how cursed that looks. There's repeats of almost every defender and 3 of 2 of them. So why would anybody do this? This is so dumb, but it's okay. I'm having a good time. But yeah, if it's, you know, any indication of what's gonna happen on this account when we keep going, you know, I think it's going to be really funny if every grind I get that many repeats, especially when things are tradable. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to get my computer issues figured out and be back soon with another episode. Thanks for the support. Please like and subscribe. Bye, everyone.